Okay, here we go. So now we're in town. There's a little guy. Look at him. There he is. There he is. That's our guy. Power fantasy. I am power. Okay, so now we're in town, right? What the hell does that mean exactly? Town is your like hub of the map. It's a safe spot. You can talk to different vendors, like you can like heal your guy, you can drop off gear if you have some stuff that you want to get rid of. Oh, I found this in the ground, but I know I'm not going to use it now, I'm going to use it later. You can put it in your stash, right? So a stash is where you can just save gear and stuff. And you got vendors, you can buy some items, you can manipulate different things. We can manipulate your current gear, you can repair it if it gets hurt after a while, that kind of thing. Different vendors do different things. I'm trying to simplify these videos and make them like really straightforward, and we'll kind of like progress as we go. So I'm not going to go into each vendor and, you know, what they do and how they do it. I think that's cool and very valuable, but I think it's like overwhelming and kind of stupid to just bombard people with all that information for these types of videos. That's not the goal. The goal is to simplify, but there's a lot you can do. I mean, there are mounts, there are potions and stuff you can mess with, really funky ways you can mess with your gear, some fairly straightforward ways you can mess with your gear. So there are options, there's different things you can do, different ways. Very, very cool. Something else I want to talk about real quick is quests versus side quests, versus seasonal quests. So quests, let's just say, are the main campaign. I would say quests are the main campaign. Your main quests are beating the game. Seasonal quests are when we talked about the temporary mechanics, the temporary server. Seasonal quests help aim towards your seasonal progression, aiming towards the seasonal mechanics, the temporary mechanics, the new weird stuff that's happening, that will help you progress through that season. Side quests are kind of the in-between, where they're in the campaign, they're in every server, but they're kind of like these funny in-between quests that you can do to gain other rewards, and there's like passive rewards, they call it renown. I'm not going to dig too deep into it, but there's a lot of benefits to gaining renown. Something to definitely dig into. It's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. And one last thing I want to mention is dungeons. Dungeons are exactly what you think they are. They're these crazy areas in the game where you go in, kick ass, take names, loot the rewards, and there's a bunch of them throughout the map. And they kind of get threaded into everything that we just talked about, whether it's the campaign, seasonal stuff, or gaining renown, side quests. It's just they all kind of thread together with dungeons in particular.